Thanks to the moderator. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, my name is Saiful Ahdan, and I'm honored to present on behalf of our research team, Saiful Ahdan, Juan Kevin Haritonang, Syauki Arman, Anissa Mahadewi, Eki Ahmad Zaki Hamidi, Iskandar, and Nana Rahmana Syambas from the Department of Telecommunication Engineering at the Bandung Institute of Technology. Today, I'm presenting our work title, Performance Analysis of Multicast Finance Strategy in End-to-End-Based Vehicular Network using 3 multiply 2 grid topology. This research was conducted by a team from Department of Telecommunication Engineering at the Bandung Institute of Technology, and it has been accepted for presentation at TSNA 2025. And our goal was to evaluate how multicast forwarding strategy perform in a named data network environment tailored for vehicular communication, especially within a structured urban grid layout. And next, uh, here was we'll cover from the motivation behind using and then InfraNets to our multicast strategy, simulation setup, key result, and future direction. Introduction. FANET are essential for modern intelligent transport system, enabling real-time traffic updates, emergency alerts, and collision avoidance. However, conventional IP networking assume stable end-to-end paths, which rarely exist in fast-moving vehicular environment. This leads to high packet loss, inefficient routing, and poor data delivery. Named data networking flips this model. Instead of addressing device, we name the data itself. This allow any nodes that has the data, whether vehicle or roadside unit, to respond directly, enabling in network caching, reduce latency, and better resilience to topology change. Next, and then architectural overview. And then router operate using 3 key data structure. First, the content store or CS. CS is a temporary case that store data packet. If another interest for the same content arrive, the router can respond immediately without forwarding the request further. And second, the pending interest table or PIT, which record every incoming interest and the interface it came from. When the corresponding data arrive, the router use the PIT to send it back to all requester, and then remove the entry. And third, the forwarding information base or FIB, which map the name prefix to all prefix to outgoing interface, similar to a routing table, but based on content name rather than IP address. Together, this component enable stateful pool-based communication with built-in caching and security. Next, vehicular name data networking. VNDN adapt and then especially for vehicle. In this model, vehicle act as both consumer and potential producer of data like traffic report or hazard warning. Because vehicle move rapidly, traditional routing failed, but in vehicular NDN, if nearby vehicle has already case the request data say, A traffic jam alert, it can respond instantly. This pull-based mechanism start when a vehicle broadcasts an intermediate node first check their content store or CS. If there's a hit, they reply immediately. But if not, they forward the interest according to FIB and record in the PIT. This design inherently support mobility, reduce redundant transmission, and enhance security through data level signing. Next, uh, multicast finite forwarding strategy. Uh, Multicast finite, unlike base load strategy that picks a single path, uh, multicast send its interest to all next hope base list in the FIB. This is a deal. This is ideal for group communication like broadcasting and emergency alert to all nearby vehicle. Importantly, standard NDN default multicast strategy generate many cheeky negative acknowledgements when router disappear, which happen constantly in finite due to mobility. To address this, the multicast finite strategy used in NDN for IVC suppress premature NACK and tolerate dynamic topology change, making it far more suitable for vehicular environment. Hmm. Next, simulation setup. Our simulation were built using and then for IPC, and then for IPC framework that integrate NS3 and then SIM for network simulation with Sumo for realistic vehicle mobility. We modeled three multiply to grid topology, a structured urban layout with 6 road segment mimicking city intersection. The scenario included 61 vehicle and 2 roadside unit acting as data producer for traffic management system. We run 3 scenario with interest interval of 300 millisecond, 500 millisecond, and 1000 millisecond. It's lasting 100 second duration. This allow us to observe how request frequency impact network behavior under identical mobility and topology condition. Next, and performance metric. We may observe performance using metric extracted directly from NFD. NFD is and then forwarding diamond. NFD forwarding pipeline interest relate incoming or outgoing interest, satisfied versus unsatisfied, timeout and loops. And loop when interest circulate without resolution. Data relate incoming or outgoing interest packet and unsolicited data. And unsolicited data is data sent without a matching interest. And catching efficiency about content store or content store hit or miss, which directly reflect how will internet catching reduce upstream traffic and ACK behavior to minimize in our strategy. We still track an ACK generation to assess overhead. This metric give a complete picture of reliability, efficiency, and scalability. Next, and result interest behavior. The 300 millisecond scenario generated the high number of incoming and outgoing interest. indicating aggressive request behavior. It also had the most interest loop and unsatisfied requests, showing that high request frequency leads to redundancy and inefficiency. In contrast, the 1000 millisecond scenario had fewer total interest, but the high number of satisfied interest, 6,245. This suggests that giving the network more time between requests allow caching and forwarding to stabilize, resulting in better delivery success and less overhead. Next result, caching data flow. Caching performance tells a compelling story at 1000 millisecond. The content store hit rate reached 21.82%. The high among all scenario, meaning over 1/5 of requests were fulfilled locally without contacting the original resource. Conversely, the 500 millisecond case had the low hit rate and a high miss rate, indicating poor case utilization due to rapid overlapping requests on the data side. The 1000 millisecond scenario also had the high incoming and outgoing data volume, confirming that fewer but more effective interests lead to more successful data exchange. Interestingly, all scenarios show nearly identical data match rates, proving the strategy reliable, deliver correct content regardless of interval. And next discussion. This result reveal a clear trade-off. Shorter interval, 300 millisecond, increase responsiveness but cost network congestion, interest loop, and worse state bandwidth. Longer interval, 1000 millisecond, reduce overhead and improve caching and maximize satisfaction, but may delay time critical alerts. Despite this, the multicast finite strategy remain robust across all interval with consistent interest, satisfaction, and minimal timeout. The slight rise in unsolicited data drop at 1000 millisecond hint at potential scalability limit under very high demand, but overall, the strategy proved highly effective for structured urban finite. In conclusion, our study demonstrates that the multicast finite strategy is well suited for end-to-end based vehicular network, increasing that interest interval from 300 millisecond to 1000 millisecond, reduce network load, improve caching efficiency, and maximize data delivery success without compromising reliability. This confirms that vehicular end-to-end combined with intelligent forwarding strategy can significantly enhance the performance of intelligent transport system in real-world urban setting. Our work provide a foundation for deploying scalable, efficient, and resilient vehicular communication infrastructure. And last future work. We plan to explore several directions. First, adaptive forwarding strategy that dynamically adjusts interest interval or forwarding behavior based on real-time network condition, like vehicle density or link quality. And second, we aim to test large and more complex topology, including highway scenario or mixed urban rural environment. And third, we will investigate hybrid approach, combining multicast with geographic routing or machine learning based prediction. And finally, moving beyond simulation, we hope to validate this finding on real-world testbed using software-defined vehicle or emulated hardware platform. And thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.